What's up guys, today I explain you One Piece all of Joy Boy's powers. One Piece has recently revealed quite a lot of exciting details to the fans pertaining to the Void Century and the individuals that existed in the distant past. This is very exciting because fans have always wanted to know more about this time period. Of course, they already know that the vast majority of the information about it will be revealed later down the line towards the very end of the story. For now, however, Oda served an appetizer through Vegapunk's message, which revealed quite a lot about the war that was fought long ago, and, most importantly, the life of the individual named Joy Boy. Fans have heard of Joy Boy before as well, and they know that this figure was somehow similar to Luffy and existed during the Void Century. He was also very powerful, and now, Oda has shown a glimpse of all his abilities to the fans, which makes him even more intriguing to many. One Piece Chapter 1122 threw a lot of focus on Joy Boy and his haki. This came through the flashback of Emmett, the Iron Giant, when Oda delivered a flashback of Emmett moments before he shut his eyes forever. Fans could see him reminiscing about days of the past when he lived happily with Joy Boy. It wasn't a surprise to see that Joy Boy was an individual somewhat similar to Luffy in terms of appearance, and at the same time, personality as well. Joy Boy looked at Emmett as the sort of younger sibling that he wanted to protect from all threats at all times. That is precisely why Joy Boy mentioned that he had saved him on many occasions in the past, and that he wanted to continue doing that forever. Unfortunately, knowing that he was immortal and Emmett was a robot, he wouldn't have been able to do that because he wouldn't live forever. That is precisely why Joy Boy came up with the idea of sealing his strongest haki inside of Emmett, placing the condition that he could only utilize it when his back was against the wall and he needed help, or he needed to save someone who needed help. In One Piece Chapter 1122, fans finally got a glimpse of this power when Emmett utilized this ability to save none other than Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates. Upon speaking to Luffy and realizing that he was very similar to Joy Boy, and that he had similar powers, Emmett knew that he had to do something. He even went as far as sacrificing his life, and he did so by undoing Joy Boy's powers that were sealed inside of him. By unleashing Joy Boy's haki, fans finally got to see how outrageous his power truly was. Essentially, this haki spanned all over Egghead and beyond, and knocked out the vast majority of the Marines on the ships. Even the Vice Admirals were struggling to maintain focus due to the power and pressure of his haki. The skies above Egghead were split by this haki, and this was absolutely staggering for the fans to witness, because never before has a single person split the skies by themselves. If that wasn't enough, then, Oda also went on to showcase that Joy Boy's powers were enough to force the Elders out of their yokai forms. It was able to negate their abilities as well as Saturn's summoning circle, which is why the vast majority of the Elders were sent back to Marioa. Saturn was the only one who remained on Egghead, and even he was exhausted and pushed out of his yokai form. Clearly, Joy Boy's haki is the strongest that fans have ever seen in One Piece, and in terms of haki, he was a true demon that not even the likes of Garp, Whitebeard, or Roger could match. Joy Boy's haki alone is enough to make him the strongest character in all of One Piece. But fans must remember that he is more than that. Joy Boy also had the power of the Hito Hito no Mi, model Nika. This is the same devil fruit that fans know as the Gomu Gomu no Mi, and is currently in the possession of Luffy. Due to the specific type of personality, this mythical zone devil fruit chose him long ago, and fans know that he made full use of these powers. Joy Boy also went on to awaken this power, as has been clearly shown in the series. This means that he had access to Gear 5, and just about every ability that Luffy has. He had access to the Drums of Liberation, a body that fights freely, and he brought smiles to all the people around the world, saving them from oppression and misery. In terms of combat abilities, Joy Boy was only limited by his own imagination, just as Luffy is. He could do just about anything, and his powers were tremendously boosted using the Devil Fruit ability that he had. Joy Boy was truly a monstrous fighter, and there is absolutely no denying that fact. Gear 5 in itself is a massive buff in terms of power, as was clear to the fans in the Wano Country arc, where Luffy, without it, struggled greatly against Kaido, and with it, was able to overwhelm him on many occasions. If all that wasn't enough, Then fans also need to consider the fact that Joy Boy had other special abilities as well. He could hear the voice of all things, given that he could communicate with Emmett, and he likely also had other powers at his disposal. The most important thing to remember is that Joy Boy was born in a technologically advanced kingdom, the name of which remains unknown. This means that he likely had advanced technology. In fact, just looking at his character design, fans can tell that Joy Boy had one peg leg and what appears to be a mechanical right arm. Clearly, he had machinery on his body or at his disposal that he utilized in battle. With the power of science, hockey, and devil fruit, Joy Boy was the perfect combination of all, and he was truly the strongest individuals that fans have seen in One Piece so far, or will potentially ever get to see. The best of Joy Boy is yet to come, and fans will simply have to sit back and wait to see what he is truly capable of when Oda showcases more of his abilities later down the line in the Elbaf arc. And finally, when the final segment of One Piece is illustrated on the final island, Laugh Tale.